Welcome. I am Professor S.L. Tiwari and right now we are going to discuss experiment, directly practical experimentation on induction machine. Okay, and that test which will perform on it is going to be load test. Last time we have discussed on no load test. Okay, how to get the core loss and copper loss directly from that test. But right now we will load the machine actually. But one thing is there that we have three-phase induction machine. We have three-phase induction machine, but the load which has been available in the lab is electrical. Okay, rheostatic load, electrical in nature. Okay, so that is why to satisfy this load, then definitely every demand of this load will be met by induction motor, but we need a generator so that its electrical output is electrical and that electrical output is fed to electrical load. Okay, that is why you can see at the back of the panel, that this one is the induction machine. Okay, and induction machine, the shaft is coupled with the generator. Okay, why? Because induction machine motor output will be mechanical. Okay, and that mechanical is input to generator. Okay, so input is mechanical to generator and output of generator is going to be electrical. So that output will be fed to the load. Okay, so indirectly whatever is the demand of electrical load is met by generator, met by induction motor. Okay, so please keep in mind and see that there is a coupling here because of electrical load. Okay, and everything has been brought on the panel, all the connection, this side induction machine and that side generator, and it is brought on the front side of the panel. Okay. Yes. So induction machine. Okay. Again, the primary part of the machine has been connected in delta fashion. Okay. So as per the circuit diagram, the induction machine stator winding is connected in delta fashion. So we have shorted all this starting and ending terminals like this. Okay, they have been shorted. Okay, and this is the three-phase AC supply. Okay, which has been given to three-phase variac. Okay, and output of the variac, we will have certain meters. Okay, which will be helpful for conducting load test. This is 2-element wattmeter. Okay, 2-element means it is going to measure the power of all the three phases. Okay, but there inbuilt there is only 2 wattmeter. Okay, instead of using 2 different wattmeter, we are using 2-element wattmeter. Okay, then we have an voltmeter to measure the AC supply which has been given to induction machine primary winding, and ammeter to measure the current. Okay, and as we have discussed that we have coupled this machine with generator because we want the output to be electrical. So this is the field winding part of the machine, and this one is the armature winding. Okay, so we have connected to the field winding, we have connected a rheostat. Okay, to control the flux. Okay, and again there are 2 meters. DC meter will be there. Okay, because the machine is DC generator. So ammeter to measure the DC machine current, and DC voltmeter to measure the DC generator voltage. Okay, so what we will do, and to this machine only we have connected the load. Okay, so you can see that field winding, one wire is going and one wire is going to armature winding. Okay, so we have connected load to the DC generator. Okay, so first thing we have to see that because we have connected rheostat to this field winding in series to field winding. Okay, so condition is you maintain the knob of rheostat in the maximum position. Okay, that has to be taken care. Okay, and thermostat should be at the minimum position, 0 position. Okay, so these are all the starting conditions that has to be met. Okay, now what we will do, we will start the machine. Okay, and we will take the first reading to be no load reading. Okay, Yeah. So first reading will take it to be no load. So what we will do, we will maintain the rated voltage of induction motor to be 400 volt and generator to be 200 volt. Okay. So I'll can see here the voltage is 400. 400 we have applied to induction motor, 3-phase induction motor. Okay. Then generator and the voltage is okay. So we'll vary the variac and maintain it to be 200. So generator voltage is 200. Rated voltage we have applied to both the machines. Okay. So let us record the no load reading. This is 0.6. And this is 3.6. Okay. So 3.6, voltage is 400. Here the voltage was rated 200, current was 0.6, okay, and power is 100 watt, okay, and let us record the speed as well, okay. So this is analog meter which will measure the speed, okay. So if the needle is here, it is 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 1500 RPM like that. Okay. So I'll measure the speed. So it is coming out to be 1450. Okay. At no load, the speed is 1450. 1450. Okay, and this reading is at no load condition. Okay, now we'll start loading the machine. Okay, I'll switch on the load. Okay, so you can see here the voltage has become less across the generator end. Okay, so we'll maintain it to be 200 every reading. Okay, so we have with the help of rheostat we have maintained it to be 200. Okay. So now we need to record the values. So this is 3 ampere. This is 3.9. Okay. So 3 ampere, 3.9. Voltage is constant here. Here also the voltage is constant, and power is 1200. Okay, and let us check the speed. Okay, so speed has been dropped by 10 RPM. So it is 1440. 1440. Okay, now we'll switch on the another load. Okay, now voltage has become less, and with the help of rheostat we'll maintain it to be 200 again. Okay, so now let us see, the current is 6.8. Here it is 4.8. Okay, 6.8, 4.8. Power is 2100. Okay, primary supply is also constant, 400. Okay, and speed has to be reduced. Let us record that speed also. Okay, so speed has reduced by 1420. 1420. Okay, 1420. Now similarly we'll switch on one by one load. Okay, become less than 200. We'll maintain it to be 200. Okay, so current is 14.2. DC generator current is 14.2 and here it is 7.2. Okay, so 14.2, 7.2. Okay, this is 400, this is 200 constant. Okay, and the power is 4000. Okay, let us see the speed. Speed is 1400. Okay, 1400. Okay, so similarly we can switch on one by one load and we can have the reading. So up to which point you will add the load to the machine, that it depends on the rating of the machine. See, the induction motor current is 7.5. Okay, so we are already at 6.8 ampere. Okay, and the DC machine current is 17 ampere. Okay, I have increased the load. You can see now the current is at almost 16 ampere, and see the AC side current. AC side is beyond its rating, 7.5. Okay, so we will stop adding the load here. Okay. Will bring the variac into 0 position. Okay, so up to which point you need to add the load in the machine, you should properly have the ratings. The rated current of induction machine is 7.5, so don't go beyond it, and this is 17 ampere. So you have reference at both the end. Continuously you watch this, and up to that point only you apply the load. Okay, don't randomly you apply it. Okay, so these are the recordings which we have. See, the induction machine voltage and generator voltage, we have maintained it to be constant. Okay, because we are applying rated input to generator, then only we can connect it to the electrical load. Okay, here we can see that the machine current is continuously increasing, either it is AC machine or it is a DC generator. Power is continuously increasing because we are increasing the load. Speed is decreasing because the moment you go on adding load to the machine, its speed decreases. Okay, further these are the calculation which has to be done. Output, generator output, copper loss, input power of generator, motor output power, then you can calculate the efficiency and power factor of the machine. Okay, so these are all the calculation part. After this observation, with the help of calculation, you can comment on the performance indices of the machine, which are efficiency of the induction motor. Please keep in mind that the experimentation is on 3-phase induction motor. Okay, fine, thank you.